In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your very own video. Just keep watching. Hi, I'm Steve from Promotional, the place to go to discover how to grow your business with online video. This video will cover the most important and critical steps for making great online videos. Now, in the coming weeks, I will be creating more content that will show you how to do more complex things with video, such as adding fancy video overlays, B-roll footage, text, and graphics, as well as how to create and tell compelling stories with video. Now, if that sounds interesting, hit subscribe, and that way you get notified when those videos are available. Now, keep in mind, I have an article on my website at millsmotion.com. Now there, I've fleshed out and gone into more detail all the things I'm about to cover in this video. So to check that out, head over to my website at millsmotion.com. There's a link to that in the description below. But for today, I'm going to lay a foundation that will get you started making great online videos. Now, there are 4 steps you need to take to create great video content. Those steps are planning, filming, editing, and sharing. Let's jump straight into each one of those steps. If you want your video to be effective and for your filmmaking process to go smoothly, then you need to take a moment to plan what you're going to make and how it is you're going to make it. Now, to make sure that my videos are effective for my business and that my audience actually enjoys them, I like to ask these 2 questions before I do anything. Question number 1, what action do I want my audience to take after watching my video? Do I want my viewer to subscribe, to purchase a product, or share the video? Or maybe I just want to make my audience laugh, cry, or think. Whatever your goal is, you need to at least be able to articulate it before you try to film it. The second question that I like to ask is, what value am I giving my audience? Am I answering a question or maybe solving a burning problem? Or maybe you're just telling your audience a really compelling story. Taking a moment to consider your audience and how you can make your video valuable to them is the difference between being a crazy warehouse salesman and a much loved content creator in your field of expertise.
Before they burn the whole place down for insurance, it's the Rugged Warriors absolutely positively closing down this time sale.
So before you get your camera out to film your idea, you need to at least be able to articulate these 2 questions. That way you can start working toward an objective goal, and you can pretty much guarantee the success of your video before you even pick up your camera. Script writing. Writing a script is a guaranteed way to make the whole video making process so much easier. Taking the time to consider what you want your video to show and say in advance will make your video more impactful, more effective for achieving your goal, and easier to make. On my website at Promotional, I actually have some video script templates and some formulas for telling stories that you can use to easily create powerful video scripts. There's a link to that in the description below. Go and check that out. Storyboarding. Personally, I don't storyboard many of my videos here on YouTube because these videos are pretty basic in nature. However, if I wanted to tell a story or visually explain a complex idea, then I would certainly take the time to storyboard the video in advance. Storyboarding is where you draw your shots on paper like comic book style. Taking the time to plan your shots beforehand makes filming complex scenes and ideas much easier. It's also great for discovering ways to visually convey your ideas, thus making each shot more meaningful and your overall video much more impactful. Filming. Now, I find that a lot of people starting out creating video tend to think that better equipment means that you'll make better videos. However, great videos are much more than what the resolution of your camera is. Great videos come from creativity, planning, and execution. Your content is always more important than your equipment. For example, Derek Halpern from Social Triggers has successfully used YouTube videos to grow a thriving business. In 2012, when he started out, his videos looked pretty ordinary. The camera quality was terrible and the audio really wasn't that great. However, the content in his video was priceless and his charisma was really engaging. And his audience loved his videos despite the bad quality. Now today his videos are much higher quality. However, it's important to remember what made his videos great to begin with was his character and his content. For content ideas and my 5-part story formula, check out the article that goes with this video at millsmotion.com. There's a link to that in the description below. Now there are 4 foundational pieces of equipment that you will need to film your video. These foundational pieces of equipment are a camera, a tripod, a microphone, and light. Now I have more information on how to use these tools and my top advice for beginners who want to make their videos look more professional in the full article at millsmotion.com. Just remember, don't get discouraged or overwhelmed by what equipment you have right now. Start where you are with what you have and work up from there. Editing. To edit your video, you'll need to use a video editing software. If you have a computer, then you'll most likely have access to a video editor. Just about every computer these days has a built-in video editor. Now my top free editing software suggestions are iMovie on Mac computers and Movie Maker on PC. In the full article on my website, I've embedded some videos that review each of these editors and give you an idea of how to use them, as well as my favorite paid video editors that give you more features. So how do you edit your video? First, you need to import your video from your camera onto your computer and into your editing program. This will vary a little bit depending on what camera you're using and what type of video editor you're using. Now there are 3 things that every video editing software does have: your playback screen, your video library, and your timeline. So your playback screen is where you play back and watch your edited video. The video library is your whole assortment of clips that can be put into your video. And the timeline is where you edit your video. Now this is how you would edit using these 3 tools. You would select your video from the library, drop it into the timeline, and then edit it in the timeline, and then play it back in the playback screen. You can also add text to your video by dragging a text effect onto your timeline. Now you can do the same thing with transitions and video effects. The important thing is to have fun and get creative. Now my one piece of advice with video editing is to cut out as much stuff from a video that you don't need. Keep your clips short and to the point. Once you're happy with the video edit, it's time to share your video with the world. These days, most editing programs link directly to YouTube. So if you want to share your video to YouTube, then simply click the share to YouTube and then add a title, description, tags, and then let the software work its magic. If you want to share to Facebook, then I recommend exporting the video into a video file first and then upload that file to Facebook. And that way, you can write a dedicated post to go with your video. Now this is the foundations of how you can make your own video. Remember, plan your video before you shoot it. Think about what your viewer might want to watch. And remember that the content of your video is way more important than what type of camera you use to film it. And finally, have fun. Now for more information on each one of these steps, go and check out the article that I have that goes along with this video. You can see that at millsmotion.com. There's a link in the description below. I'm Steve from Mills Motion, wishing you all the best with your next video. Thank you so much for watching. Did you know that video affects the brain differently than any other form of media? Click here to discover the disturbing reason why every business should be using video.